Hello everybody, Quiet Atheist here. This next story that I want to share with you guys is something that really motivated me to make this video as well. And I think that this is something that needs to happen a lot more than it actually does, because I think that it would discourage a lot of people from really proselytizing and trying to get people to go into their particular denomination of Christianity, so on and so forth. But this next story involves a traveling evangelist who took it upon himself to go to the University of Alabama and basically stay there by the school and basically preach to passing students, calling them sinners, telling them that they better go to God, and all of these things, really saying some shitty stuff. Well, it turns out that a bunch of students decided to take it upon themselves to really confront this individual and argue with him about his particular position. They were coming up with arguments. And at this particular point in time, there were a lot of students that literally tried to engage this evangelist in an honest discussion. Well, in all honesty, this evangelist was probably having, doubts about this particular issue, and he didn't want to have any kind of discussion whatsoever, from what I gather. And he actually basically left the place because he got tired of, sitting there trying to call these people sinners and telling them that they need to go to God and everything. And I think that these students at this particular university did a really good job with this because, like I've said many times before, traveling evangelists or any kind of evangelists that preach on the streets or in front of schools, so on and so forth, don't really need to be doing these things. And granted, they do have free speech, but they should have respect for other individuals who have an opposite opinion or who just don't want to hear it or just, want to be respected. Because a lot of these particular Christians in general really don't have any respect for their fellow human beings, especially when they are willing to sit out there and completely disrespect these individuals by saying that they are sinners, that they are worthless, that they need to come to God, that they are fools, and so on and so forth. These evangelists are somehow motivated to the point to where they really are going out there and wanting to engage these students and really insult them by calling them worthless and that they are sinners. And to me, that's the wrong position to have. If you want to have a positive outcome with individuals, you should respect them. I'm not going to go out in a group of people and start talking a lot of shit, because in all actuality, that will be harmful to me in a lot of ways. But like I said before, this particular evangelist never really had any respect for that, you know. And all of these students had their right to confront him on these positions that he had. And honestly, he wouldn't have anything to do with it. He wouldn't have a honest discussion with these guys. He just wouldn't do it. And to all evangelists out there who think that they're going to go out there and talk to students and shout at students with a megaphone, be ready for a reaction. Be ready for people to come up to you and confront you on these things. But please don't take it as an insult. You make all of these claims, just be ready for people to call you out on your nonsense. That's all I got to say about this. And you're making a lot of people irritable when you do these things. These traveling evangelists do this pretty much all of the time. I have seen these things where I live, where people would be up and down the street with a megaphone or signs or whatever they decide to have for that particular day. And there's going to be people there that are going to confront them on this stuff. I think that this is important. I think that it is important because what needs to happen is the fact that Christians in this particular situation need to learn that they cannot get away with this. That, they need to learn that people are always going to call them out on their stuff, especially when it comes to insults, when it comes to being sinners, whatever the case might be. You guys spew your stuff, spew your garbage, but please be ready for the result. Please be ready for people to interact with you. Please be ready for people to call you out. I know that's something that a lot of Christians hate. I know that's something that a lot of Christians are not willing to accept. But it is what it is. You know, these students, like I said, have every right to do what they did. To call this individual out on his positions. To call this individual out and let him know that what he was doing was not acceptable. by any means. And that's what I feel about this, you know. But please feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'd be more than happy to see your opinions on this particular issue, because this is one of those things that really makes me happy when I see, you know, Christians being confronted, you know. I really like it, to be honest. And please feel free to share this video with anyone that might be interested, whether it be on Facebook, Google+, Tumblr, or wherever you guys hang out. Till next time, the Quiet Atheist is out, and remember, if you can be good at it. Most of all, thank you for watching, and I will see you next video.